Sup lads, it's your boy Bandana-Boi, and the first game of the round of 32 ends with Canada winning in the 91st minute and taking home the victory 1-0 against South Africa. What the hell did I just watch? This was one of the goofiest games I have ever watched in my life. I don't know what was up with the grass, but it was clearly wet or malfunctioning for the matter. I am not sure. I saw the players of both teams slip at least 15 times, which is insane. And up until the 91st minute, it was a nil-nil game. It wasn't exactly boring. There were many passes and there were many progressive plays and there were some attacks, but the ball was mostly just in contest between the two teams. They were both doing nothing. In fact, after this game, tough luck for South Africa. I am currently hate watching Canada. I haven't even said congratulations yet to them. And I'm already telling y'all, I'm hate watching them for the next game. Because both these teams did not look like they deserved to be in the knockout rounds. And that is my problem with this World Cup. When it is 48 teams, some teams unfortunately are not at the quality of knockout stages. And both teams showed that today. I didn't want to watch this game as a knockout game. This wasn't even a good group game. Yet for it to be a decider for you to go to the round of 16, which is diabolical. Again, congrats to Canada. The strike by Stefan Eustáquio was phenomenal. Like, the goal was beautiful. From outside the box, almost like James Rodriguez, he controls it with his chest and volleys it in the bottom left, and the keeper had no chance. South Africa gave their keeper more touches than I think most of their players. Definitely more than their attackers. They kept passing the ball back so many times. And in the end, it came to bite them. It didn't come straight off the keeper, but it was the same thing where they're passing it around the keeper. They try to pass a long ball. It doesn't work. Canada have a counter attack, and boom, they score. This is also the first game for Davies in the World Cup. I'm not gonna lie, he didn't even look that good during this game, but hey, they got the win. There were two goal line clearances by South Africa, one during the first half and the other during the second half, which were insane. The first one, it was off a corner, and the Canadian player heads it, and number 6 from South Africa clears it off the line. And then it rebounds to the Canadian player and he shoots it. And their goalkeeper, he spreads his body, he dives. That must have hurt. Must have been like a punch in the gut. But hey, he saves them. And at that point, it was still 0-0 going to the half. The game was just so goofy. It looked like street ball, but not in the sense that there were skill moves, but rather the play was really, really messy. I don't think I've ever seen two teams intercept each other's passes as much as this. You would think they play with each other week in, week out, knowing how they play. It almost looked like both of them didn't know how to play. This was insane. Yeah, I don't even know. This is the first game of the round of 32, and it was exactly what I was fearing. The second goal line clearance, or exactly, it wasn't a goal line clearance. The keeper saves it as Canada had a counter attack, and South Africa's number 14 is able to clear just before it lands for one of the Canadian players to score. So again, great clearance. That's always a good spotlight for these smaller nations where you can show yourself on the World Cup, which is the biggest stage. And regarding African teams, 9 out of the 10 African teams that actually qualified for the World Cup have made it to the next round. Now, unfortunately, 8 of them are remaining because South Africa have been eliminated. But the hosts, Canada, I thought that they might get eliminated this round, but they haven't so far. Canada, Mexico, and the US are still in. We'll see how Mexico and the US do in their games. Hopefully, I'll be making a video soon about the group stages and what I think about them and how the draws are gonna pan out. Stay tuned until then, lads. With that being said, tell me what y'all thought. I thought the game was goofy. Goofy was truly the best way to describe it. Thank you for your time, lads. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And that's all from me, boy.